Hi, welcome to this part of my review featuring Sacrifice, an Incense and Iron role-playing game. If you haven't seen the other parts of my review featuring this tabletop role-playing game, where you fight the horrors of the Middle Ages and Christianity, please check out the playlist in the description below. This time we are going to talk about more details concerning the world itself. By the way, Sacrifice has been upgraded to the branded edition. If you have already purchased the normal edition, this update is free, so check it out, download it again. The upgrade basically consists on polishing certain things, a graphical update, and an adventure included at the end of the book. Let's start with the Church of the Burning Light. Founded 324 years ago in the Kingdom of Bavaria by Saint Conrad, the Church of the Burning Light started its days as a heretical offshoot of the then favored Congregation of the True Prophet. After a war that ravaged the country for a decade, the church was victorious, and the heretical congregates were either burned or expelled to what later would become the Asquanian theocracy. The conversion of both King Frithhat the Pious from Bavaria and Queen Aleja the White from Cadainor a few decades later became the turning point for the church. The First Crusade was launched against the Kingdom of Hapsa, which held territories seen as sacred by the church. Everything went from there. The church teaches that there is only one true God, and that he rules over all creation. There are certain dogmas to follow unless you are branded a heretic. There is only one God, the burning light of truth. Only the church and its agents can tell right from wrong. Only fire can purify a corrupt soul. Denounce the sinner and be free from their evil, those who allow the heretic to live, sharing the crime of their existence. You have details on all of the church's structure: the deacons, the priests, the bishops, the archbishops. You also have details on the major ecclesiastical orders, such as the Council of Princes, the Inquisition, and the Arthosian Order. You also have information on the current political landscape. For example, the church leadership is trying to start a new crusade against the Asquanian theocracy. Then we have details on the threat of the demonic. Although the vast majority of citizens within the kingdoms of Bavaria, Forso, Bildach, and the Cadainor Dominion are pious followers of the Church of the Burning Light, very few actually believe in anything other than spiritual, metaphysical evil. Regardless of what most people believe, demons and other evil spirits are an actual threat for the peoples of Nea. Some individuals choose to actually ascend to demonhood, making a pact with the forces of evil for personal gain. These corrupt apostles of the night invariably find themselves in positions of power, where they can give free rein to their excessive impulses with complete impunity. But what are these demonic forces really? What do they want? Simply put, they want nothing. They are the sum of all humanity's rage, pain, and sorrow, the collective spiritual energy of millions of suffering souls, coalesced into a vast sea of malignant self-awareness that occasionally gives birth to a single terrifying entity capable of entering the physical world. And there are plenty other historical details concerning the 100-year war. The mercenary bands, different tables covering random mercenary company names. We have information on the No Man's Land, covering different settlements and sites randomly determined using tables. Perhaps you move through a war-torn battlefield. Perhaps some farms or military outposts. You can determine active battlefield encounters, wilderness encounters. You can determine the civilized combat encounters as well, and even run into strange beings that are not particularly female nor male. You can also determine what the soldiers are doing on a battlefield or perhaps while resting. You can also determine non-player character descriptors, non-player character motivations. You also have a list of weekly events with their tables, perhaps something factional, maybe natural. You can determine the event location. Perhaps things happen in the Kingdom of Bavaria. Perhaps in the Kadainor Dominion. You can also determine factional events, general events such as alliances, marriages, fires, skirmishes. You can determine natural events as well, such as locusts, drought, solar eclipses. You can also determine character events such as seeking vengeance, coming down with a nasty cold, learning a secret, or there is no demonic activity perhaps. There are plenty of adventure seats, treasures and rewards as well. And this concludes this part of the review. In the next part we are going to talk about of Beast and Men, the bestiary that is, and also the included adventure. I will give you my final thoughts as well. Now when it comes to this particular section of the world, it is highly complete, and the random tables will add freshness, surprises and unpredictability to each session. I also like it that inspiration was taken from history, but given its own dark twist, although there is plenty of darkness in the Middle Ages in the real history of our world. Thank you for watching this part of the review, and thank you for your likes and your comments. If you have any questions or comments, please let me know. And thank you so much to those of you that are going the extra mile to support the channel. If anyone else wishes to further support the channel, the information on how to do that will be in the description below. And remember, it is better to roleplay and fail in character than not to roleplay and fail as a player. Once again, thank you, and see you later.